Hey guys, welcome back. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I recently made a huge purchase on makeupgeek.com. So I figured I would show you guys everything I got, along with all of the Makeup Geek products that I already owned, which wasn't too many. I figured I would just do a big Makeup Geek haul and swatches for all of the products that I bought. So without any further ado, let's get into my huge Makeup Geek haul. Okay, so we'll start off with eyeshadows. I already had this big Z palette from Sephora because Sephora apparently now sells Z palettes. So I bought this and kind of saved it because I knew I wanted to place a big Makeup Geek order. So these are all the shadows I have. I have 22 eyeshadows and then 5 pigments. So the first shade I have here is called Shimma Shimma, and this is actually what I have on my brow bone right now, and this is just a great basic like champagne gold shimmery brow bone all over the lid, highlight color. This is just a all-around great basic color that I think everybody should have in their collection. It's just a nice golden champagne shimmery color. And then the next shade I have here is called Beaches and Cream, and this is like a very light sandy color. I got this as more of a transition slash blending out my whole eye color. It's just a very basic matte like sand medium, like very soft light brown shade that I thought would be perfect for blending out colors. The next shade I have here is called Peach Smoothie, and it's a very light orangey beige shade. I thought this would be great for blending out more warm toned eyeshadow looks, like maybe if I'm using oranges or very red browns like I have today. This is the transition color I have on today, and I think it is perfect for blending out nice warm eye looks. The next shade I have here is called Creme Brulee, and I definitely got this because of Jaclyn Hill's recommendation. She uses this in a lot of her looks as like a nice crease transition color, and I think it is the perfect color for that. These shadows are so blendable, and it makes it so easy to use a shade like this in your crease. It's just an awesome like basic blendy color that I think we all should have. So I'm glad I picked this one up because I think it's a very nice basic color that we should all own. The next shade I have here is called Preppy, and this is more of like a mustardy kind of yellowy based brown shade. I think this would be great for blending out more cool tone or neutral tone looks. It's very similar to Wedge from MAC, and I love that shade. So I picked this one up as another blendy color for a different tone of looks, a more cool tone, kind of yellowy toned look. And then the next shade I have here is called Latte, and this is more of a dark brown than say Creme Brulee or Preppy or any of those. This one is great to deepen up the crease or give a little more definition where you want it on the eye, whereas the other ones are more to like blend everything out and make it look seamless. This one is a little deeper so that you can deepen up the crease or just have like a little bit darker of a brown that isn't too dark. The next one I have here is one of the ones I already owned and I've used in a few of my tutorials before. This one is called Frappe, and it's a very warm tone medium brown shade. Yeah, just like Latte, it's more to deepen up the crease rather than blend everything out, and this one is a little more warm toned than Latte. So I have always loved this one since the second I got it, and it's definitely a great addition to my Makeup Geek collection. The next shade I have here is called Cinderella, and this is like a light sparkly like mauvey pink. I just got this because it just looked really pretty and I knew I would love it as a nice like lid color, or yeah, I knew I would like this as a nice lid color for like my light makeup days, and I just think it's really pretty and I'm glad I got it. The next color I have here is called Chickadee, and I actually have this in my crease today. I just love like orangey like warm toned eyeshadows, and I just needed this in my life because it's just amazing as like a nice like orangey blending color. I just really like adding orange to my crease, so I needed this one in my life. And it's like a very like yellowy orange. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just a great orange to have if you're into those kind of looks, which I definitely am. The next shade I have here is called Unexpected, and this is just a very like gray toned light purple shade. I definitely think this name Unexpected fits it because like you see it in the pan and it just looks like a kind of boring purple, but then you put it on your eye and it just adds so much like dimension to it. It's just a really great shade, and I know Makeup Geek, like Marlena, loves her purple shadows, so I wanted to give a few of them a try, so I'm glad I picked this one up. And then this shade is another one of the two that I already had in my collection, and this is called Bitten, and it's just a really nice deep like brick red color. Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe it. It's like a brick red, and I love this for like the winter time when I want like really deep like burgundy eyes almost. I like to take this on like a flat definer brush right at the base of my bottom lashes and then blend it out with like a lighter brown color, and it just really looks great. I watched Marlena's like top 10 Makeup Geek eyeshadow video, and this was one of them, and I'm so glad I have it because she was right. You can add this to like any look and make it look like so much more sultry and like sexy, and I love it. Another one of the shadows Marlena chose as her top 10 favorite Makeup Geek eyeshadows is this one called Cocoa Bear, and this is just a really nice, completely matte, reddish, like deep brown shade. It's not as red as Bitten. The name fits it very well because it like really just looks like cocoa powder. It's a really nice deep brown with a lot of red in like a lot of red undertones in it, and I just really like this. It's like my favorite kind of brown is like the reddish kind of brown, so I'm glad I got this. It's definitely a staple. If you're gonna order from Makeup Geek, I think this is the ones you like have to pick up. So the next shade I have here is called Brown Sugar. So this one is very similar to Cocoa Bear in that it's like a dark brown, but this one has a little less red tones in it, and it has some shimmer. So I think this is a great color for like the outer corner or just like to deepen up the eye. I think it's a great lid color if you want like a brown smoky eye, and because it has that touch of shimmer in it, it's going to be a lot easier to blend. So I'm really glad I got this one. The next shade I have here is called Moondust, and this is like a silvery taupe shade, and I love my taupes. I usually go for more of a bronzy taupe, but I figured I would get some cool tone shadows because I have just like so many warm tones. Even that's because I wear them the most, but I just wanted a nice cool toned look. So I got Moondust because it's just a really nice like satin, maybe metallic finish taupe, and I like it. Okay, now we're getting into more of the colorful shades. First one I have here is called Mermaid, and it's just like a nice metallic like aqua blue with like a little bit of gold and green in it, and this shade is just gorgeous. I think it's perfect for summer for like on the lower lash line. I just think it's a perfect shade for summer. I think this is like just like I look at it and I just think of summer. So I love this one. So the next shade is called Neptune, and oh my god, can you just look at this? Like lately I've just been looking at like cobalt blues like this, and they've just been drawing my eye to them so much. So when I saw this on the Makeup Geek website, I was like, I need to have that. So yeah, I picked this one up just because I just think it's an amazing like electric blue color, and it's just gorgeous. So the next shade I have here is called Dirty Martini, and this one is just a matte, dark like camo like army green color, and I just kind of have like this thing where I love green eyeshadows but I like never use them. But I got this one because I have like really, all of the green eyeshadows I have are really shimmery, so I wanted a nice matte one, and I think this is gonna make it so that like I can do a nice smoky eye with green shades, and this one is like a perfect blending color for that because all of the other green shadows I have are all shimmery. So I think this is like a great one for just kind of giving like brown eyes a little bit of something different. I don't know, I just really like this shade, and I'm really excited to use it. So the next shade I have here is called Country Green. Country Green? Country girl, idiot. So the next shade I have here is called Country Girl, and this is like a purpley mauvey brown shade. I don't really know how to describe this, but I just saw it on the website and I saw it swatched in the pictures they had, and I was like, that is a really beautiful color. So I really wanted to pick this one up. I thought it was a shade that I had really never seen before in like any eyeshadows, and I just wanted it, so I got it. The next shade I have here is called Mango Tango. And this one is like a nice orangey pink like coral color, and I just think this is great for like brighter eye looks to blend into the crease, just like maybe pink, like a pink eyeshadow or a purple eyeshadow look. I think this is great for the crease, or even like an orange shadow look. I think this would be great, but I don't know. The name kind of drew me to it. The color is really pretty. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'm glad I have it because it's just like a different one. Like I haven't ever seen like eyeshadows that look like this. It's just one of those that you see and you're like, I've never seen that before, let me get it. So the next color I have here is called Sensuous, and this is kind of a like medium like violet color, like a little bit darker violet color with some gold shimmer through it, and I just think it's a gorgeous color, especially to go with this Unexpected, like this on the lid and this to blend it out. I think these two are going to be a great combo. And I have seen, like I have some palettes that have shades like this in them, but like I'm not very impressed with any of those shadows, so I got this in hopes for it to be like actually impressive. So the next shade I got is called Duchess, and this is kind of like a darker periwinkle color. It's kind of like a bluey purple. I just wanted to get this as another like kind of brighter color that I could add to like my Makeup Geek collection, because I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen a shade like this in any like other eyeshadow brand, so I wanted to give this one a try because it just looked like an interesting color. And then the last shadow I have in my palette here is called Corrupt, and I've heard everybody talk about how this is the blackest eyeshadow you're ever gonna get from any makeup company ever, so I just needed to get it to just prove that so that I could have it, so I could tell you all that the rumors are true. It is the blackest eyeshadow ever. Like literally you need a very tiny bit of this and it goes a very long way. So kind of be careful if you have this shadow. Okay guys, so that's everything in my eyeshadow palette. So now we're going to move on to the pigments I have. So I'm going to start off with the two pigments I already had. The first one is called Sweet Dreams, and I've mentioned this one in a few of my, I think, a favorites video, and I've used it before in tutorials, and this is basically just a nice like shimmery cream shade, and I have this one on as a highlight today. You can use these pigments at like on your face, on your eyes. I think you can like mix them with stuff to make them lip products. But yeah, this one is just a great like all over the lid, highlight brow bone, inner corner, highlight the face shade. I just really, really love this one. It has a nice iridescence to it. It's not too shimmery, but it's just like beautiful. Like I just love the shade. And the other pigment that I already owned is called Insomnia, and this is a great dupe for MAC's Blue Brown pigment. It is definitely a duochrome. You swipe it on and like you move around and you just don't know whether your eyes are brown, whether your eye look is brown or it's blue or it's red or it's purple. It's just like an amazing color. It's just one of those shadows that is so interesting that it makes everybody's eyes look gorgeous. So this was the one thing I knew I had to get with Makeup Geek because I've seen it all over YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere, and every time I look at it I'm like, I need that in my life. And that is her pigment in Utopia. It's just like a antiqued gold, like black, like chunky glitter, and this thing is just so gorgeous. Like I can't even. It's just amazing. Like I want to wear this for every special occasion ever. It's just amazing. And then the next pigment I have here is so freaking cool looking. This is called Liquid Gold, and I look at it and it kind of looks like green a little bit, but then you swipe it on and it literally looks like liquid gold. It is so amazingly metallic, so pigmented. Well, it is a pigment, and it's just so cool. Like this is one of those shadows that is just freaking cool, man. And then the last pigment that I got is the one that's on my eyes right now, and this one is called Vegas Lights, and this is just like such a me color. Like I saw it and I was like, I need it. Like that's just me. Like I look in the pot and I see me and it's just like a really nice like coppery, like just copper, like metallic copper color. That's what it is. It's like a metallic copper color, and I love those kind of colors, so I just needed it in my life, and I love it on my eyes right now. I think it's so gorgeous and it's just amazing. Like I'm so glad I have it. This is just such a like needed in your life color. Anyway guys, that's it for my Makeup Geek haul and swatches. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did. Please leave in the comments what looks you'd like to see with all of these products that I've just showed you, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!